The year is 1014. Europe is engulfed in the Great War. On the Eastern Front, the vast Russian Empire mobilizes its forces. Two Russian armies, the First Army under General Rennenkampf and the Second Army under General Samsonov, advance into East Prussia. Their objective is to overwhelm the German Eighth Army. The German High Command is initially in disarray. General Prittwitz, the commander of the Eighth Army, panics. He considers a full retreat behind the Vistula River. This would abandon East Prussia to the Russians. Such a move would be a strategic disaster for Germany. News of Prittwitz's indecision reaches Berlin. Kaiser acts swiftly. He replaces Prittwitz with two new commanders. Field Marshal Paul von Hindenburg is recalled from retirement. General Erich Ludendorff, a hero from the Battle of Liège, is appointed as his chief of staff. This new leadership team arrives on the Eastern Front. They find a plan already in motion. Colonel Max Hoffmann, a brilliant staff officer, has devised a daring strategy. Hoffmann recognizes the vast distances and poor Russian communication. He proposes a bold maneuver. The German Eighth Army will concentrate its forces against Samsonov's Second Army. Rennenkampf's First Army is left largely unmolested for the moment. This is a risky gamble. It relies on the slow movement and poor coordination of the Russian armies. Samsonov's Second Army pushes westward. They are deep into East Prussian territory. Rennenkampf's First Army moves slowly northwest. A large gap opens between the two Russian forces. This gap is crucial to Hoffmann's plan. The Germans use their superior railway network. They rapidly shift troops from Rennenkampf's front to Samsonov's. Entire corps moved with incredible speed. The German First Corps, under General Hermann von François, plays a pivotal role. François is an aggressive and often insubordinate commander. He pushes his troops forward relentlessly. The German 17th Corps and 1st Reserve Corps also move into position. They form the northern and southern flanks of the planned encirclement. Samsonov's army is unaware of the trap closing around them. Their communications are primitive and often unencrypted. German intelligence intercepts many Russian messages. They gain invaluable insights into Russian movements and intentions. This intelligence advantage is critical. The battle begins in earnest on August 26, 1914. German forces strike Samsonov's flanks. The German First Corps attacks from the north. The German 17th Corps and 1st Reserve Corps attack from the south. Samsonov's center continues to advance. They are walking deeper into the German trap. The Russian flanks begin to crumble. Panic spreads among some Russian units. Samsonov tries desperately to understand the situation. His headquarters are far from the front lines. Communication with his corps commanders is sporadic. Orders are delayed or never received. The dense forests and lakes of East Prussia hinder Russian movements. They also provide excellent cover for the German flanking maneuvers. The German artillery is devastatingly effective. They target Russian concentrations with precision. Rennenkampf's First Army remains largely inactive. They are only a few days' march away. Samsonov sends urgent pleas for assistance. Rennenkampf, however, is slow to react. He believes Samsonov can handle the situation. He also harbors a personal animosity towards Samsonov. This personal feud contributes to the Russian disaster. The German 20th Corps holds the center against Samsonov's main advance. They fight a delaying action. This allows the German flanking forces to complete their encirclement. By August 29th, Samsonov's Second Army is almost completely surrounded. The German forces meet behind his army. They close the escape routes. Samsonov realizes the gravity of his situation. He attempts to order a general retreat. It is too late. Chaos engulfs the Russian Second Army. Thousands of soldiers are captured. Many more are killed. Artillery pieces are abandoned. Supply wagons are left behind. The dense forests become a maze of fleeing, disorganized Russian troops. Samsonov himself tries to escape. He rides into the forest with a small group of staff officers. Despair overwhelms him. On August 30th, 1914, General Samsonov takes his own life. His body is later found by a German patrol. The Battle of Tannenberg is a catastrophic defeat for Russia. Over 92,000 Russian soldiers are taken prisoner. Another 50,000 are killed or wounded. Only about 10,000 managed to escape the encirclement. The Germans suffer relatively light casualties. Their losses are around 10,000 to 15,000 men. The victory is hailed as a miracle in Germany. It is named after Tannenberg. This was a village where the Teutonic Knights were defeated by Polish-Lithuanian forces centuries earlier. The name is chosen for its symbolic resonance. It represents a reversal of historical misfortune. Hindenburg and Ludendorff become national heroes. Their reputations are cemented by this decisive triumph. The battle demonstrates the effectiveness of German staff work. It highlights the power of rapid railway deployment. It also exposes the severe weaknesses within the Russian military. Poor leadership, inadequate logistics, and flawed communication plagued the Russian effort. The Battle of Tannenberg secures East Prussia for Germany. It forces Russia to divert troops from other fronts. This eases pressure on the Western Front. The psychological impact is immense. German morale soars. Russian morale plummets. The Eastern Front becomes a theater of prolonged and brutal warfare. Tannenberg sets the tone for much of the conflict in the East. It is a testament to strategic brilliance. It is also a stark reminder of the human cost of war. The forests of East Prussia bear silent witness to the carnage. The lakes reflect the somber skies. The echoes of battle fade into history. The memory of the fallen endures. The strategic implications resonate for years. German victory is complete. The Russian defeat is absolute. The war continues its relentless march. The world watches in horror. The landscape is forever changed. The lives are forever altered. The legacy of Tannenberg is etched in military history. It is a story of cunning and courage. It is also a story of tragic miscalculation. The sun sets on a devastated landscape. The moon rises over the silent fields. The wind whispers through the trees. The ghosts of soldiers linger. Battle's name becomes synonymous with German military prowess. It is a dark chapter for the Russian army. The strategic lessons are studied for decades. The human suffering is immeasurable. The victory is celebrated. The defeat is mourned. The war machine grinds on. The world holds its breath. The future remains uncertain. The past is a grim teacher. The land remembers. The people remember. The battle is over. The war is not. The consequences unfold. The world is forever changed. The sacrifice is immense. The victory is hard won. The defeat is crushing. The silence is deafening. The echoes remain. The history is written. The lessons are learned. The cycle continues. The world moves on. The memory persists. The battle's shadow looms. The strategic masterpiece unfolds. Tactical blunders are exposed. The human element is paramount. The fate of nations hangs in the balance. The Eastern Front burns. The Western Front bleeds. The world is at war. The Battle of Tannenberg is a pivotal moment. It shapes the early course of the war. It defines careers. It ends lives. It is a brutal dance of armies. It is a testament to the power of planning. It is a tragedy of errors. The fields are stained. The air is heavy. The silence is profound. The victory is decisive. The defeat is total. The war rages on. World watches. The future is unwritten. The past is a guide. The lessons are clear. The cost is immense. The legacy is enduring. The battle is a turning point. It is a moment of German triumph. It is a moment of Russian despair. The sun rises again. The world continues. The memory of Tannenberg remains.